So next we're going to go through things that you can plant during the wintertime that actually flower. So bring you nice colors during that wintertime when most things drop their leaves, and so you kind of get more of a dull, for the lack of a better term, time of the season. And so we're going to highlight a few things that you can plant to provide that color and bring that life back to your landscaping during the winter. So Amanda, let's go take some looks.
Sounds good. Follow us. So there are drift roses, and there are a lot of different colors of drift roses, and they continually flower through the summer, through the fall, into the winter. They're fairly low maintenance, but they do have thorns, so be careful when you're cutting them back not to poke yourself.
Now for roses, would you plant them in a sun or a shaded environment?
I would plant them in sun environments.
Gotcha. And then
Sun.
what kind of colors could you get out of this?
You can get pinks, reds, yellows, whites, and all different kinds of combinations with a bicolor, so having two colors in one flower, like a red pink or a yellow red. This is the Limelight Treeform Hydrangea. This flowers in the summer all the way through the fall, and when it's done flowering, it leaves this beautiful dried flower true to its form that you can cut and put in a vase. It is reliable, cold hardy, has strong stems, and makes a great cut flower. It's fairly drought and disease tolerant, so it's not going to have a lot of pest issues for you. And it is a small tree. It's grafted, so it's not going to get huge. So this is a great option if you wanted to add something that's beautiful, that's ornamental, and low maintenance. These knockouts are perfect for everyday flowers. They smell really great and they're low maintenance. You can cut them, put them on a vase on your table.
Ground cover color.
Yeah.
Actually could be mosses. So
Yeah.
as you see over here, we got some lovely greens with these mosses. So have light green and darker green, cool to provide that color that you're looking for during the winter time.
Right. Groovy ground color with this little ferns. Wow, they're so soft and cute. Love all of these beautiful sedums for your rock gardens. There's so many options with different textures and colors. They also do flower. Here's a little inspiration for how you could plant your next river rock garden with some succulents. So these Delosperma are so fun. These bloom and they will creep and crawl throughout your garden. So in the very front of your garden, something that's gonna grow low and cover the space and have a really cute, cool daisy-like flower. It's gonna attract some bees and butterflies. And it's kind of squishy, like succulent-like. It's fun to just look at and enjoy. For combinations, incorporating like ornamental cabbage and mums and Swiss chard, all of those are great option for your landscape bed. You want to get all jazzed up on some plants, you need to go to an orchid. You need to go to an orchid greenhouse. That'll get you jazzed up. Orchids are very, very sensual plants. They have like you.
We really love plants out here, folks. I mean, really love plants.
Yes, so if you are looking for some ideas for some porch pots to brighten up your front of your house, great combinations are pansies, Swiss chard, dusty miller, and having a thriller and a filler are great ways to fill up your container. And spiller, but this one doesn't have a spiller. So you've got your thriller, you've got your filler, and then you have your spiller.
But this one does not have a spiller, so.
Wow, you look great in your red shirt next to this red maple.
Like we planned it. But Amanda, tell us about Japanese maples.
So Japanese maples are green in the spring and summer, and then as the temperature starts to cool down, they start to turn red. And then by the first frost, they'll drop all of their leaves and they are producing their buds. and that's where the flower is going to come out in the spring, and then the leaf is there to follow once the flower is finished. As it starts to, the seasons start to change and it starts to get cold outside, the leaves start to crinkle up and get a little crunchy, and then they fall off. And then you have this beautiful pillow of red leaves on the ground. You know, even with like a native garden, when you have these things that bloom in the summer, bloom in the spring, and then they dry, this beautiful ornamental collage of textures and colors of different seeds and stems give you some really good interest throughout the whole winter.
Yeah, native wildflowers are really important for the wildlife as well.
Yeah, because the birds eat the seeds. During the fall, the garden mom brings some beautiful color and attracts all these wonderful pollinators, bumblebees, honeybees, butterflies, moths, and it's food for them and it's beautiful interest for you. Another super great popular plant in North Carolina for winter flowering is the Camellia. This has a nice dark glossy evergreen foliage, and they're easy to prune and fairly well drought tolerant once they're established, and you can get them in whites and pinks, sometimes a pink with a yellow eye like those ones over there.
So if you couldn't already tell, we absolutely love our plants. Thanks for checking us out, and continue to learn and watch along as we teach you more about the landscaping and the plants that you can put in your yard.